You're watching the Battered Fans Network.
Chris, the Herons are back. Welcome, everybody, to episode number 288 of the Battered Herons podcast. I'm your host, Daniel Gannat, and alongside me, as always, Mr. KBD. How are you doing, sir?
I'm itching right now. I'm itching. I can't wait
Why?
for the season to start.
Oh,
I can't wait.
Showering. Okay.
No, you're kidding
Yeah.
me? Showering all the time.
19 days to go. Less than 20. Like, when you think about it, like, we are 19 days away from watching them back on the pitch in Las Vegas against Club America. Like, I don't know if people have really put this into thought, but that's less than 3 weeks away. We're going to watch the team back. We're going to have something to talk about on the pitch. It's exciting stuff, which means if that's 19 days, we're about what? Give or take 11, 12, 13 days from getting them back into training camp.
Yeah, man. I mean, things are going to start cooking in about a week or so for sure.
Yeah.
You're going to start to hear people going to camp. You're going to start people weighing in terms of like their injuries and stuff like that, checking in with the trainers.
No, and then the fun part is that we knew that everybody's like, well, I mean, over the last 72 hours, we started getting some news and some rumors. But before that, I was like, oh, nothing's happening. What's going on? Nobody's doing anything. The global transfer window doesn't start until Wednesday, Thursday. Some leagues start on the 1st, some leagues start on the 2nd. So it's coming. It's coming, and it's coming at the end of this week, but a lot of rumors right now. And I guess we can get into the biggest rumor, right? Because it's not official quite yet. Oh, wait. Before I forget, I mean, I don't want to sidetrack the show too much, but real quick, I appreciate everybody that congratulated my wife on publishing her first book. There were some people that asked where they could go to support. Appreciate that also. I'll put the link right now in the comments, and I'll put it in the description. This is it. Just in case anybody, appreciate you guys that said that you guys wanted to support. This is her first kids book. So I really appreciate it because people were DMing me and even in the comments on the YouTube channel from the last episode asking where they could support. So again, appreciate you guys, and I hope everybody had a nice holidays. So back to
if I were you, I think you should put it under like our channel, the Battered Herons on Twitter or on X. Put it under there.
I don't know. I try not to promote too much stuff like that. But.
Well, I mean, they want to get the book. We all want to get the book.
Yeah. All right. But I do appreciate everybody that reached out because they wanted to support. All right. Now let's get into Fafa. And yes, we are. The reason we're both wearing it. There is a reason, Soccer Daddy, why we're both wearing it. My wife got it for me for Christmas. The authentic. Love her. Appreciate her. Chris was right about the sizing. And again, we'll get into all that towards the end of the show because we are going to address that. But Fafa Picault. Is that how you pronounce it? Picault?
Picault, yeah.
Tom Bokert reported it, so it almost feels like it's more than a rumor, right? Like it's going to happen.
It's got legs.
It's got legs. That's a good way to put it. It's got legs. Now, how do you feel about that being the first kind of signing that we get in this offseason?
Very weird. That's a very weird signing coming from like this is legitimately what's this guy's face? His first signing. Mascherano.
Oh, okay.
Like this is his first signing, and it's an MLS guy. Like I was watching
doesn't this feel like a Chris Henderson move?
Yeah, well, and it's funny you mentioned that because I was watching Downtown Peter Brown and Uncle Ed. And they mentioned that a lot. And it's true, though, because this feels like it was a Hendo deal, right? But now, let's just say hypothetically that it wasn't a Hendo deal and they fished out for Fafa Picault, right?
Oh, I don't really think it was a Hendo deal.
Well, but if it's not a Hendo deal, why are we getting this guy? This guy's what, like 30, 33, 32?
33.
Like he's fast.
A speedy winger, right?
He's fast. Now, I'll tell you right now, last year, he was trouble against us, right? When we played against Vancouver. In the playoffs for Vancouver, he was productive. One of the more productive players for Vancouver Whitecaps, right?
So why are you asking why would we get him?
Because it just doesn't make any sense to me, Danny. Like, is he a depth piece? Is he going to start? Like, is he taking Robert Taylor's
Of course he's a depth piece, man. You think he's starting over Farias?
I mean, I don't know. He's got to be behind Farias and Taylor.
Okay,
like, how much is he coming over for? for a Happy Meal or what?
That was going to be my question to you. What do you think this means for Robert
Look at
Taylor?
this. Senlahi masterclass. Fafa Picault is a masterclass signing. Get out of here.
Well, first of all, I think he is a good depth piece. I think that people are going to like when he gets on the pitch, especially if he's getting on late. When everybody has tired legs, he's going to be running up and down the pitch. But what does that mean for Robert Taylor? Like, I remember I would tell you a lot. I thought Robert Taylor was out of here.
No way.
But now that we have a brand new signing that basically plays the same position as Robert Taylor,
it's weird.
Like, it has to be that Robert Taylor's out the door, because you're telling me that you're gonna have Farias, Robert Taylor, and Fafa out on the left wing,
and you also have Matias Rojas that you could just throw in anywhere as well.
Matias Rojas still hasn't signed with us, so he might not be coming back.
Bigote is saying must have brought an Ultima to Raul to sell. I don't appreciate that, Bigote. I had an Ultima, okay, and they're very functional vehicles, okay. Esteban is saying Fafa is not Argentinian. That is why it is weird.
That is very weird.
Hold on, Munoz, you want to start the beef? I mean, we could cook the beef and we could settle it. Fafa over Taylor's bum ass. Come on, man. Taylor's got sauce, baby. Like, Fafa's on. Like, I get it. Fafa's fast. He's speedy. I mean, look, if he's a good depth piece, I'll take it. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't like it. It doesn't scream like Sanlehi and Mascherano behind it. This screams like, why? Like, where did this come from? An aging, I don't want to say aging, but it seems like in soccer, 33 is sort of on the tail end of a career, no?
No, not necessarily.
Okay, so Fafa, look, and Mitch is saying Fafa also knows like 6 languages. He'll be a major locker room guy. Listen, this is another deal, Mitch. Fafa Picault is Haitian, and which is amazing because I feel like Haitian representation should be out there, especially here in Miami. 1,000,000,000%. Just like how we always tell people, oh, they should get the Colombians, they should get the Brazilians. Let me tell you, Haitians like soccer too. Okay. And Fafa is a down south boy that he's like with us here in South Florida. He played here in South Florida and Broward. I mean, what is it? He played for the Fort Lauderdale Strikers, but before that, he played like in the not Kendall, but like some sort of like league
KSP,
there.
He used to play at KSP. Yeah, and then for people that question the language, he speaks 7 languages.
That's crazy. Italian when he went to
languages.
Italy.
He claims 7 languages, but he says that 5 of them fluently. So he speaks 7 and 5 of them fluently.
I want to say something because Isaiah is saying weird signing because he's not from Argentina. No, I didn't say it's a weird signing because he's not from Argentina. I think that this is a weird signing considering that we just got a coach who relates to the younger players, right? So you would think that he'd bring younger players. And then Sanlehi doesn't scream like, let's go get MLS pool guys. Go ahead, Danny. It looks like you're soaking in it.
No, keep going.
No, I mean, that's it. That's the only reason that it's weird. Because the 2 guys that we have brand new out the box don't seem to be going out and looking into the MLS pool of players. That's it.
I'm sorry. I've been distracted for the last 2 minutes or so.
It's okay. I mean, I can.
Now, I'm going to pull this up real quick, and we'll address it for like a minute or so, and then we'll get back on subject.
Okay.
Somebody put something in the comments earlier, and I wasn't sure what they were talking about. So, battery traveler.
Oh my goodness! I didn't even see this.
Jeez,
Louise.
Me either. Battered Heron's Discord is like the most.
Can I wait? Can I?
Okay,
you want to read
go
it?
ahead. Go ahead. Read it. No, go ahead. Read it.
Battered Heron's Discord is like the most incel. I mean, I think that's how it's said, right? Spot on the planet. Never imagined a group of guys who all play with each other and make fun of guys GFs as much as they do. Fucking sad. And that was by a guy named Battery Traveler.
And then he added admins
Traveler.
defending known abusers, LGBTQ haters, and misogynists. Wild shit, man. Wild shit. And then Vice City Lucas chimed in, left that Discord a while ago. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm trying to choose my words wisely because it's funny that coming from him, who has a way of speaking and saying certain things that are very hateful. Also, we've made it a point to keep that person off our channel,
which we've had on the past.
Oh yeah. But I mean, we don't bring him up, even though
Yes.
we know that he said negative things
Yes.
about us in the past.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
We know
Vomits
the
it.
things that he said, what he's called us, and we kind of keep it to the side. We don't bring him up. I do get along with a lot of the people that he, well, Steve, if he's talking about Tank, he didn't call out Tank. He called out us.
Yeah.
Because when you call out our Discord, he knows what he's doing. He's calling us out. And then he added in the admins, which would technically be us, and then Bigote and Jor. And so I just wanted to bring that up. Not sure what he's talking about. I think it's funny coming from him specifically because of the things that he said and said about us. But we've taken the high road and we've just minded our business. And we're not going to address it anymore anyway. You can keep talking. But I just thought that it was very interesting that he would say that.
Mind you, we've had like conversations with him. We've hung out with him.
He was on with us on June 5th, 2023. He's the one that told everybody, hey, Messi's going to be here before the week's over.
Yeah.
We asked him on a month later. He came back on. And then I forgot what happened. A couple weeks after that, we asked him on, and then he kind of just ghosted us. And then that was it. So, again, choosing my words wisely because we are not going to entertain it too much. But I thought it was interesting that he would put us out there. But that's the kind of stuff he does, right?
Yes.
And then he'll say, "Oh, yeah, but don't worry, you can't say anything to me that's worse than what I'll say to myself." And that's the kind of stupid shit that he likes to do.
Yeah, get that shit out of here.
So just keep trucking, Battery. Go ahead. Have a happy New Year.
I feel like we've been pretty pleasant with him. We've been avoiding a lot of things, right? I mean, that's we're trying to be good people in this. And when it comes to Discord and like public things, what do you want us to do? We try to do as much as we can in order to sort of filter things out. But if people want to say certain things, I mean, we deal with it accordingly.
What Steve Mujo said, apparently it's something that somebody was doing today in the Discord, which was taken care of.
Yes.
By the way, it was taken care of. But if he wants to just
funny that he knows. By the way, funny that he knows. Like that means that there's some people in our Discord or whatever that's like fucking trying to cook up some issues. I mean,
yeah. Well, like I said, it was taken care of earlier today. All right. So back to the Fafa thing. Robert Taylor, I think that as much as we want him to stay, I think this signing almost means that he's out the door.
Yeah.
No?
Absolutely. Yeah, no, for sure.
Now, there's rumors of some other signings, all Argentine, obviously. And which one do you want to start with? Because there's rumors of... Go ahead.
I mean, no, go ahead and bring it on. I mean, but this is where, like, when you see that Argentines are going to be signed or are looking to be signed or recruited, then I understand it. Again, it's not just so much about Messi, but I mean, Javier Mascherano has close ties. So I imagine that he's going to seek as much depth players, if not difference makers for the amount of money that you're going to be paying. It's going to be great. Like Toto, if you really think about it, Toto's great. Like we got Toto at a very critical time, and Toto ended up being our best center back all year.
Well, and this is where I was going to go with with Stancy. We seem to be interested in half of San Lorenzo's team. Now, the issue here is that Alexis Cuello is the one that I see the most of. He's another forward.
Yes.
I guess another depth piece. But the issue that's happening is that Miami wants to get players on loan. San Lorenzo wants to sell players. So we're having an issue here. And I'm not sure how that's going to get settled because
It sounds
for
messy.
the most, pun intended.
No, absolutely no pun intended.
Happy accident.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad.
Mm-hmm. So
I mean, it could be good, but at the same time, like what? So we're gonna be like the major league funnel for this team.
Well, the weird thing is that I feel like, doesn't it feel like we're just going after, and I get it, depth piece, we need depth pieces. I get that, but doesn't it feel like we just keep going after forwards?
And they're not even forwards. It's like wingers. Like they're forwards technically, but they're not strikers. Like we're getting wingers. I mean, this is Coco Jean all over again. Like this is, and I don't want Coco Jeans. We're like, okay, yeah, he could play striker. Same thing with Leo Alfonso. Leo Alfonso is like a winger, but like, yeah, I guess he could play striker.
Well, Tadeo Allende from that same team is a striker. So he would be technically the backup striker. But I think everybody wants is to see defenders. Because at the moment, we have Toto and David Martinez, which I'm comfortable with. I know a lot of people aren't. I'm comfortable with it. But we need depth pieces because after that, it's just Ryan Saylor. And I think that's it. I mean, Noah Allen technically. But I think Noah Allen's going to go back to left back possibly now that Negri's gone.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that Javier Mascherano sees the value in him and sees how much input he's had positively in terms of like his, play as a center back.
Right.
I would keep him as center back because he was doing pretty well at that position.
I agree. Look, and it's Mascherano's team, right? Because it was thought that they had the vision of him as a center back. So we don't know what Mascherano's going to do. And I think that's the most interesting part of what's coming up in the next 3 weeks. Is kind of finding out what Mascherano thinks, where he sees everybody playing. So I'm curious, and I'm interested in seeing how this all turns out.
Yeah. And Mr. Jerbenager Jr. Okay. We'll go ahead and put the Discord link somewhere below at some point.
No, but you got to put a disclaimer. Only if you're okay with misogynistic comments. And what else was it? People that are LGBTQ haters.
People that hate people. Sorry.
Okay.
People that hate people.
That hate people. We'll send you to the Discord. Otherwise, steer clear because apparently our Discord is an absolute mess. It's just a hateful. It's just a hate-filled center.
I mean, if you don't like to be around people that don't like people, which is like everywhere in life, then like I don't even know what you're doing. Like you're worrying about a Discord, go worry about your neighborhood.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. We're just gonna start just hating everybody.
Incel. That's a great word. I love new words. Incel, phenomenal.
All right. So the reason we're getting depth pieces is because obviously we are going to have a lot of games to be played. Now, let me pull up the original. There it is.
Can I just read the definition? Sure. Incel is a term associated with mostly online subculture of people. Hold on. Who define themselves as unable to find a romantic or sexual partner despite desiring one.
On the money.
What?
All right, let's get this back on track.
Let's get back on the road, shall we?
So
almost derailed this whole thing.
This is the original calendar. Now, I said that I would add the tournament games that we are a part of officially. So I went ahead and did that. So as of right now, what are the only tournaments that we are a part of that we know of?
We're a part of the gold. What is this? The Gold Cup? The oh my god, what is that?
Yeah, we're part of the Champions Cup
Yeah, we're part of the Champions Cup.
and
We're
then
part of
the Club World Cup.
and we're
As
also going to be part of. Well, oh yeah, as of now, we're not part of.
Right? We don't know if we're going to be part of Leagues Cup yet, right?
Yeah, not yet.
I doubt it because there's so many games that might need to be made up. And we'll get into that right now. So here it is. Here is the base calendar, the one that we got a week or two ago.
Yeah, about.
All right. Now, when we add the tournaments that we are part of, now obviously what I'm putting up is if we go as far as possible to the final, to the Champions Cup, and then also including the 3 games for the Club World Cup. So you see across the top.
Wow.
So I added in the Champions Cup games, right? And then those 3 golden rings across the bottom, that's the logo for the Club World Cup. It says Club World Cup around it, but I got rid of it so it could fit better. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is what the schedule is looking like as of right now. Now, let's say hypothetically, we make it to the Club World Cup final. Then you add those rings right there.
Oh man.
Now you see those rings that are you see those rings that are chilling on top of Atlanta, Montreal, New England, Nashville, and Cincinnati. That whole row of games has to be rescheduled. Those 5 games, and again, and I think everybody expects us to get grouped, or at worst, maybe get to that game right above Atlanta, maybe the last 18 or whatnot.
Yeah.
So that's about it. But it's looking congested to start the year. But that month of August, there's a lot of space in between those, like from July 26th to August 10th, and in between there, where you can make up some games, right? Because if you make it to the final of the Champions Cup, you also have to make up some games. Like that May 31st game against Columbus, that would have to be moved, and things of that nature.
Well, and then look at that, June 28th, July 5th, July 9th, if we decide to actually go further, right?
I mean, but I think those games would have to get moved into that August. See that end of July, August window right there? See August 30th to September 13th. There's an international break there. They would have to throw in a game there also. Like, I think that's where they would fill them up. Now, let's say hypothetically we get grouped, like everybody's expecting us to. But we join the Leagues Cup. This is what that would look like.
My goodness.
Now, that's what that would look with the Leagues Cup.
3 games in between. 3 games in between July 26th and August 10th?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's 2 weeks? Yeah. So you get the group stage would happen before August 10th. And then you would get all the knockout games every Wednesday in there. That's what it feels like, right?
The money. Yep.
Now, I don't know if the Leagues Cup, if we're going to be part of the Leagues Cup. I probably think we probably won't. But, you know, if we did, this is what this would look like. So now, because I don't think we are going to be a part of that, let me just show you what it would look like. So as of right now, just right now, the Champions Cup across the top, you have the Club World Cup right there at the beginning, during June. And you see how I put players in there, like just snuck in there?
Yeah, just randomly, yeah.
Right. Outside of August, those are the only Wednesdays that we have off. Wherever you see a player. If you see a player hanging out there, that's a Wednesday that we have off. And obviously, the end of July and August, there's every Wednesday is available because that's Leagues Cup. But that's it. We have games all the time. Now, obviously, if we make it far in Champions Cup, right? That's the caveat. If we get eliminated quick like we did last year, then you don't have to worry about it. But if we make it to the final, hypothetically, wherever you see a player right now on the screen, those are the only places where we have a break in between weekend games.
And then Sean Callahan is mentioning U.S. Open
Cup. You know what? They don't have the schedule out of what it would look like, but I honestly don't see where it would even possibly fit.
No way, dude.
Because I was going to figure out how to throw it in there, but there's absolutely nowhere where it would fit. Nowhere.
Well, I mean, even if you were to replace some of the games, like for example, you got what is that? The Jordi Alba sticker down there, the Busquets sticker, and then what is that? Harvey Neville on the over by Chicago? Is that a Harvey Neville sticker?
No,
Or
that's
is that a
Redondo. That's Redondo putting his hair through his hand through his luscious hair.
Oh, okay. So I mean, those 3 Wednesday games, I mean, September would be a colossal shit show. Because look at that, September 13th, 16th, 20, 24, 4 days apart, 27th, 3 days apart.
And then right there where Busquets is, you have an international break. So you have technically 2 weeks off. They're going to just start stuffing that international break. And you're going to be playing games without Messi, without a few players probably, because they're going to be out on international duty.
Well, I mean, look at between September 27th and October 4th. You think, okay, we got a week break. But then you got a Jordi Alba right there that if you could stuff a replacement game right there, now you got another 4 to 3 day window of games. September itself could be a disaster right before the end of the season.
Yeah. So that's what this is looking like. I mean, you know what? And Strong Calendar is looking like 60-ish possible games. Honestly, I didn't even count it. I mean, I guess we can. Whoops, I wrote the wrong comment. I mean, I guess I could count him now, but I didn't even count how many games that is. It's 34.
That's a lot of games. It's going to be a lot of games.
That's 50 games. That's 50 games if we make it to the final of the Champions Cup and we get grouped in the Club World Cup. Now, obviously, if we add the Club World Cup games, if we move past the group stage, that's more. If you end up playing the League's Cup, which I mean, I still think it might be a possibility, but who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. Why was League's Cup popular at first?
Well, because of Messi and because of his introduction to MLS.
Right. And I think that they would want to keep Messi and Inter Miami the inaugural champions in that tournament, because I think that it helps them. So we'll see. It's interesting. But
V Vega with the most Estebandido comment. Forward Pass Rugby League has 53-person rosters. I get what you're saying, V Vega. Okay. Well, just so you know, Forward Pass Rugby League is the biggest sporting league in the United States of America. Forward Pass Rugby League. That's such a great comment.
I see what he did there.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then Rick A with that schedule is more of a mess than the battered incel Discord chat. Mm-hmm. If you don't like people that don't like people sometimes or every so often, you might be right. And then Esteban, FPRL overrated. It's gonna be a disaster, to be honest, Danny. If we do decide, or if we do well enough and we don't get grouped, I mean, it's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a hot mess.
I agree. I absolutely agree.
Yeah, and I mean, I think honestly, I do see us being successful. I mean, somebody here mentioned Fafa Picault might be the striker. That kind of hurts me, because if he's going to be the striker while everybody's away, I mean, Luis Suarez is not playing any international duty. So, like, there's no reason to be able to say Fafa Picault is going to be our starting striker at that time, because he's not leaving anywhere. It's not like with Messi where he goes and plays for Argentina. Luis Suarez, he called it quits last year. Last year was his last year with Uruguay. So I don't see Fafa Picault being our starting striker at that point. I mean, the real Akeno saying Fafa, Redondo are going to beef. Let me tell you, I would love to see a bright Fafa and Redondo midfield. I would like to see that.
What about, did you say Fafa who?
Fafa, Redondo, and Bright.
What about Busquets?
Well, I mean, Busquets probably got to play a little back, quarterback it from the back, I guess. I don't know. We got to see what this guy Mascherano's going to do. I mean, for all I know, he might take my new strategy of 1 in the back, 8 in the top, and just start scoring 10 goals a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You're not up for it, Danny. I get it.
Yeah.
I know.
All right. So, Fafa is the only thing we know for sure. We're trying to get players loan when they're trying to sell them to us. So we'll see how that goes. And then I guess we get on to the kit talk. So I finally got this kit for Christmas, and Chris was on the money. It is actually a lot tighter, than I anticipated. So
if you buy a certain size, buy it a size bigger, and it's not for anything, but it just seems like these jerseys run a little tight. They run a little small.
So I was talking to Chris, and I told him that he was right, and we got into the conversation about it possibly being the kids or possibly being us.
Yeah.
So that brought us to the next conversation, where we've had this conversation on this show for about a year and a half. We've said that we were going to do it, and we always say we're going to do it, and then we don't end up doing it. So we figured that we're going to finally do it now. So
yes.
We've been talking about possibly having a weight loss challenge. The battered weight loss challenge, or we call it the Fortitude challenge because this kit is called the Fortitude.
Or the Fatitude challenge.
Okay, you could do that too. And the season kicks off on February 22nd, is it? Which is, I'll tell you right now how many days away it is.
That is, I'd say, what?
It is 54 days away.
Yeah.
So we are 54 days away from our opening day, our first game. So I figured that we would, Chris was right. It is a little snug. So we're finally going to do this. We're finally going to do it, and we invite anybody that wants to join us in this to join along. So how we're going to do it, I guess we have about a day or two to kind of figure it out. Maybe we'll talk to some people in our Discord. Maybe we could figure out, see if they want to join. And
finally do something positive,
I know. Otherwise, it's a mess.
Yeah.
And then we could obviously, unfortunately, it has to work on the honor system, right? Because there's no way to actually meet up with you guys and test it out. But we can have a channel on the Discord where we kind of just talk about it and keep track with everybody. And then for the winner, maybe we'll have like a care package. Maybe we'll get like a shirt or two off the website and do a couple things.
Great.
Yeah, a couple things for the winner. We can help each other along, and I think me and Chris should compete with each other, and we'll see how that works. But when I compete with Chris, obviously we can't do it based off of weight loss. It has to be more weight percentage, because then I'm at a disadvantage. But we'll go ahead and I think we'll do this, and I would love to see if anybody in the chat is up for doing it also, because I think it would be a great time. And it's the start of the year. Isn't this what everybody likes to do at the beginning of the year anyway?
Yeah, I mean, the 1st of January is coming up. 2025 is live in 2025, or whatever the hell kind of charade you want to do in terms of like catchphrases. Look, it's a good time for everybody to get started, and I'm super down. I think that this is going to be great for the community. I think this is going to be great for everybody. And to be perfectly honest, oh, look at that. Solana from one Danny to the next. I don't know if you overheard Solana. Well, first, Solana, what the fuck? How you doing, bro?
Good, man. Good. I was waiting in the backdrops here, listening a little bit, and just wanted to get on, talk some football with you guys. I know there's a lot of Inter Miami news and a lot of battered heron news. So what's going on, KDB?
Yeah, man, chilling. I mean, look, we were just talking about starting up a little, fun thing, so that way everybody can get into, a challenge. We're going to call it the Fortitude Challenge, so that way everybody can be able to get started in the beginning of the year. And it's basically like a weight loss challenge, right? And the real Akendo's giving advice: water, lots of water, and cardio. And shout out to Rich Greenberg, says he's going to be in South Florida.
I'm in on Mitch's comment, man. Mitch said if you got a Peloton, we can have like a team. I got a Peloton, so let's get in on it. I'll share my Peloton name on Twitter, on X, whatever you want to call it, and we can put a team together. I'm in.
And I used to have a Peloton, but I no longer have it. I ended up selling it. And Danny didn't disappear, by the way. For those of you that are wondering if Danny disappeared, he just stepped away for a couple moments. So, and Mitch has a really good goal, 30 to 35 pounds for 2025. That's very, very good. And Steve Munoz saying not everyone has a pelotudo bike. And look, Mitch is gonna add you on. He's gonna DM you on the Discord, our incel Discord, I guess, whatever. But yeah, I think that it's gonna be cool. And Steve Munoz say he's got a lot, some weight to lose. I got some weight to lose also. I'm looking forward to it. Listen, I'm a freaking competitive crackhead, so I cannot wait to get this done because it's gonna be fun, and it's gonna be able to help everybody here in the community. So that's good.
I'm in on it, man. Everybody could lose a few pounds, and even if not a few pounds, everybody could get a little bit healthier in life. So I'm in on the challenge to get a little bit healthier, eat some more greens in 2025. I've been getting into spinach, Chris. I don't know what you think about spinach, man, but I make a mean. I grill it on the little cast iron, throw a little bit of mushrooms in there, a little bit of onions. Comes out really good, man.
Let me tell you, I love salad and spinach and all that kind of good stuff. My whole deal is I love having crunchy stuff with my food. So like I'll eat something healthy, but I need like a chip or two on the side in order to like be like, okay, that's good food right there. And Mitch is asking, actually, let's play basketball. We should plan that. We should plan that for sure, Mitch.
I'm in. We also got to plan the soccer. A little 5-a-side or 7-a-side that we talked about a couple weeks ago. When we had La Voz on, we talked about it on the Spanish show as well. So we got to plan one of those out in the new year as well. Chris, I know you're just wanting to get out there. You're eking to get out there especially with that fresh jersey, man. Woof.
Well, and we were just talking about it. Like the jersey is super nice, right? But at the end of the day, it does fit a little snug. So you got to buy a size up or just get diesel like the mannequin that everybody remembers. I'm trying to see if we still have that picture of that mannequin. So this is how we got to get, guys. This is the goal right here. Mannequin man.
You know what that is, right? That's actually somebody, right? You know who that is, right?
That's the Messi's bodyguard.
No, man, that's Leonardo Campana.
Oh, baby, that probably is Campana. I mean,
I'm throwing it out there. I'm throwing, it's not a hit on the fan base. I mean, I'm throwing it out there. It looks like his body. So, I mean, 2025 goal look like Leo Campana.
Well, you know what's funny is that I actually had a hashtag that I started very, very long ago. It was the Channing challenge because of Channing Tatum, because he's a hottie. But that was back when Channing Tatum was like Channing Tatum. Now he's just Channing Tatum, right?
Yeah.
He's not what he was.
It's like, LeBron James, 10 years ago was like LeBron James. Now he's just like LeBron James.
Yeah. The away LeBron James.
You know it.
Steve Munoz is saying Kendall pickup. I think that this is a good idea. We'll see if Steve, we're going to try to get something together where we can be able to gather a couple of people that are interested. And see if we could be able to play a pickup game. I think it's going to be great. There's people that are super interested in doing that. Whoa, there we go. The other Danny.
Oh, I like this. You both match.
Yes.
And I'm wearing the black battered Heron shirt. So there you go.
You know what's funny is that I actually had, I threw it all the way on the other side of the room. I had that shirt on before putting this shirt. So how crazy.
And I got the chauffeur hat because, we got to pick up some folks at the airport this week. So
nice.
I got to pick up Fafa. Got to pick up a couple other folks that should be signing these weeks.
Didn't you have Fafa on another pod once?
Yeah, we did on This Is Football. We had Fafa on This Is Football. Yep. And I mean, I played against Fafa for many years. He played for Miami Crew, played for Hammock's Crew back in the day. When I played for Uruguay Kendall here at KSP. So like I mentioned to Scott's Drive Pink Dialogue, Scotty. Love Scotty, and I told him, I was like, yo, I played against him back in the day, and he was like, I hated playing against him, and I was like, heck no, I love playing against him. He was a challenge, man. He was fast, but let me tell you, man, if you knocked him once, he knew that you were there, he wasn't as tricky as people think.
Mm.
Mm. All right. I think that's it. Salon, you gonna join in on the Fatitude weight challenge?
We just talked about it. I'm in. We're going to start a Peloton. If you got a Peloton, we're going to start a little Peloton team.
I'm financially challenged. I do not have a Peloton.
I mean, you can come over. You can come over if you want. I don't. Are you
He'll
weird
make an
about
account
sharing
for you.
bike? Are you weird about sharing bike seats too, like you are
No,
about sharing
mine's,
straws?
no, mine is strictly
You'll go buy a gel bike seat.
No,
I mean, you
it's
can
strictly
bring your
sharing
own
straws.
bike cover. Bring your own bike cover. I'll lend you my Peloton. There you go.
No, I don't mind. No, I don't mind. All right.
I mean, if we play football one time every week in 2025, that would be a good challenge too.
Listen, somebody mentioned here, and I don't want to forget their name. Geez, man, I found it. I found the comment right here. Rick A, this is great thinking. If you lose 1 pound per week, you'll lose 52 pounds in a year. Small, attainable goals. This is amazing, Rick. You get the comment of the night.
Yeah, but remember, we're doing this for the next 54 days, right?
I know, but
we'll
this is
January
nice
1st.
thinking, Danny.
We'll start on
Come
January 1st. Well, it's funny because I talked to Chris about this a couple of days ago. And then he heard that I was at the gym today, and he's like, "What are you doing going to the gym?" I said,
Yeah,
working out. He's like, "What are you I thought we were gonna do a fat loss challenge." I said, "Yeah." He's like, "I'm bulking, man."
you gotta bulk up, baby. You kidding me?
I mean, it's bulking season right now, right? I mean,
you're trying to cheat the system. You're trying to get as heavy as possible for January 1st. That's cheating. It's that short-term weight gain that's gonna come right off.
That's all right, but you get it makes you feel good. It's that short-term weight loss that makes you feel good, and then you got to dig in. And like they say, in Inter Miami, freedom to dream. So freedom to dream to get skinny.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And actually, Richard Greenberg, I actually don't drink very much.
Yeah, I haven't drank in a while, so I'm good without alcohol.
If somebody were to tell me that I don't know, they give me an option, something really good, and never drink again, I'd probably take whatever it is that they're offering me on the other side because I'm not a big drinker. I'll drink at before, like pregame, but it's not necessary. I can have a good time without it.
Yeah,
I'm okay with a beer or a cocktail, like for a happy hour
I'll do
or
it.
something like that.
Look,
That's me. But
beer.
Look,
but I'm not about like having drinks all the time and stuff.
I was 12 to 15 shots deep in aguardiente on Christmas Eve, buena noche. So like I'll drink like on occasion though. Like I'll probably drink tomorrow night for New Year's. But I think we basically reached the end. I don't know what else. Done. Chris, any New Year's resolutions?
My New Year's resolution is to take the Bright Line to a game at some point. I haven't taken a Bright Line to the game, and I want to take the Bright Line before we go to the new stadium.
Not gonna lie to you, Chris, the way you drive, you probably get there faster in your car.
I probably would, to be honest. But I think it'd be a nice little thing to take the Bright Line, whatever. I want to do that.
Solana, any New Year's resolutions?
Yeah, my New Year's resolution is going to be to try and interview Luis Suarez.
Oh, that's great.
That's a good one.
That's a good one to look forward to for sure.
I'm working on it. It's not easy.
I can imagine. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. And mine's is just going to be to manage my time better because I have a lot going on. So got to try to manage my time, plan myself out even better. So
yeah, man. Day at a time.
If you guys are interested, we are going on at 10 o'clock in Espanol, Battlegrounds in Espanol with Solana and Xavier Lavos. So make sure you join us there. And that's it for the year 2024. Flew by, but a lot to look forward to in 2025, especially when it comes to the Heron. So I'm looking forward to that. And we appreciate everybody that comes to hang out with us all year long. And we hope to just keep hanging out with you guys in the coming years. So I know I asked you for your resolutions, but I'll just double up. Any final words there, Solana?
I'm just curious. Johnny's not joining us for the Spanish show?
Better late than never.
You'll join us.
Yeah.
Chris.
Happy New Year's to you guys. Enjoy it. Don't drink and drive. Pull over. And off to 2025 to bigger and better things, guys. It's gonna be fun.
Well, and all you Messi haters, I got the Messi flag up right there, man. There you go. It's up in my room. So there you go. Everybody that says that I'm a Messi hater, I got the Messi flag up right there.
That's from the first game he played.
That's right. I was there.
Reynolds Stewart says, "Hey guys, I'm late. Did you guys discuss Messi going to Man City? He's not going to Man City. I mean, I think that's he probably wouldn't have gone anyway. I think he's set on staying in sunny South Florida with his family. But if there was a time to go to Man City, it's definitely not now.
Yeah,
because things are looking dire over there in Man City. So no, there's no chance that that's happening. And I agree, Soccer Daddy. We didn't end the show with the best show, but you know, it is what it is. We tried.
Stick around for Spanish. Stick around for Spanish.
Yeah,
it gets better.
We'll do better. Yeah. All right. If you are listening on audio, thank you for listening all the way to the end. Please leave us 5 stars, comment, review, all that other good stuff. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching all the way to the end. Please like, subscribe, share to your friends. And as always, for those of you in the comment section, we appreciate you hanging out with us for the last 45 minutes. And we will be back next year, right? That's corny to say, but
Yes.
it's true. We'll be back next year. And in Espanol, we'll be back in about 20 minutes. So join us then. So until the next one, have a good one.